Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, Jacob's Life. And as you heard, my other, YouTuber friend, cousin, Dreamtime with Juan, is doing a challenge. Whoever does the best cowboy series, what if Deku was a cowboy? So in this series, Deku would be waking up in the Sorry, I'm pretty nervous. Deku is a baby, and he's been living in the Wild West. And when he gets bigger, now he's age 20, and he wants to be a cowboy. So then he tells his family that he's gonna go on a journey to prove that he's a cowboy. He goes to the journey. He rides a horse like cowboys do, has a gun, as you can see in the picture. He has a sheriff clothing, and he goes and then he rides his cowboy really fast. When he's going, he goes to some adventures. He goes through the forest, some lions were there, but he never fought them. But then when he found a wild what's those animals called? A wild rhino just running around and hitting innocent creatures. So then he gets his lasso, catches it, but then he hasn't thought it through. The rhino started going to him, but then Deku hops on his cowboy and goes, runs away. But the rhino is still following him. So then Deku gets lost, and then Deku starts wondering where he is, but then he thought this was a good thing because he still had his horse, and he was in the middle of nowhere, where cowboys go. But then he saw so much animals hunting each other, and he thought this was a good place to go hunt. And then he found a dead deer right there, and it had lion marks on it. And then he started thinking, is there a lion here? So then he gets scared, he hops on his horse, he goes. But when he goes, he sees this a bunch of lions just running. And then he gets nervous. He hides behind a rock, and he sees that there's a whole lion kingdom, and the lions are hunting. So then Deku planned to do a surprise attack on them at night. And that night, he started shooting some and taking them, right? But then one of them found out, and then one of them jumped. The other found out too, and then they started jumping on him. But then he shot them. But then they got really mad, and then he shot them again, and they died. I'm not trying to sound really bad, but yeah, they died. And Deku falls asleep, and in the morning he wakes up, and he's all tired, and he stretches, and then he sees this pond. He drinks water from it, but then it was actually an illusion, and then he was actually just eating sand, and then he spit it out. He ran, and then he found this dead trees that are falling because it was hella hot over there. He goes inside of all those piles of trees, and he sees some water, and then he drinks it, and then it was a pond of water. He drinks it, and it was an illusion. But then there's crocodiles. But then Deku started shooting them, but they started chasing him. He started shooting them again, but then the lions came, attacked the crocodiles, and they were like fighting each other. But then Deku was shooting them, the lions, because the lions were about to hunt on him. But Deku shot them and they ran away. And Deku found his horse just lost. Deku hopped on and ran away. And some other guy, just like another cowboy, goes like, "Hey, aren't you that kid Deku?" And then Deku's like, "Yes, I am." Deku's like, "How do you know me? Your mom and dad. I'm sorry to say," he says, "I'm sorry to say this, but your mom and dad died by the lions." And he realizes that when he shot the lions were actually like smelling his scent, and it led to his house, and they attacked the mom and dad and stuff. And yeah, Deku felt really bad. He ran away. But then Deku was like, "I have to find a mom and dad," because he felt guilty because he was the one that did it on accident, because he never knew what's like could happen. But yeah, what happened. He doesn't have a mom and dad, so he realized that he had to find some partners, or like cowboys, they have partners. And then he runs away with his horse, and I don't think he wants to